Dear diarrhea. Diary full of shit. Just play along me, myself, and I, and no one else. Me. But no one else. Kaydeebug. Sweet wife of mine. Boo thing. How you doing? I hope you're not getting tired of me talking about you and stuff. It's not diluting the feelings we have for each other. You sure are pretty. I really like that one, that still of you and Fat Bag. I just do. You know, you kind of got that, look going on, but it's not like overly done or anything. You're just naturally beautiful like you are. You know, like I said, you got a pretty mouth, It looks kind of like a pecker. I mean, it's kind of like it's like petite. It's almost like a little beak, but not really. So it's your pecker, your pecker kisser. So anyway, will be when you're with me anyway. I don't know if you're in a relationship or recently out of one or been out of one for a minute, but I assure you I'm different. I'm not going to want to lick your butthole, and I'm not going to want you to lick my butthole or any fucking faggot modern human shit like that. Okay? We're going to shower before we do shit. Sexual shit. And whatnot. I mean, if it's a spur of the moment thing, that's fine, but anyway. Oh, shit. Oh. Yeah, you make me feel like a schoolboy. Pardon the unenthusiastic statement of that, but you do. So, I'm going to have to take a picture of that. I am, not to sound like a pathetic creep, because like I said, the rules get applied to me, but they don't actually apply to me. And I'm just going to look at it every now and then. I may or may not hump off to it. I haven't turned you into any collages or anything yet. I could. Plus, it's not only the collage, but the theme. So got to make the collage and then put the collage with the theme. And I have to, size things up and stuff. So. And I won't do that when I'm with you. I'm not going to get rid of anything. Like, technically, I have a toy box, with a cheap lock on it in my closet. I'm not getting rid of any of that shit. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to do that. I guess I'll have to put it in storage. Climate-controlled storage. That's how we'll play that game. So... And I got most stuff on my phone, but I got a computer with, base stuff on it. Old stuff. So... They have climate-controlled storage with electricity. So, and I don't care how that makes you feel. I'm in your life. I'm your wife. Yet you still have masturbatory and, material, either visual or literal stuff. You got silicone tits and asses and shit away in storage and you won't tell me where it is? That hurts my feelings. You better get over it. I don't want it to hurt your feelings, and I will. I'll get all lovey-dovey with you. But I'm not getting rid of it. You know, give you a quick kiss on the forehead and slap your ass with both hands, you know, like a nice whoosh from the side. And up a little bit. So, you know what I mean? So when I whoosh, your butt cheeks kind of go wah, 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 wah. And then walk away. That's what it's going to be, woman. You're married to an Alpha Supreme Salamander Commander who has sex toys locked, away in a storage facility. How'd you like it if I secretly looked at Chippendales online? I would expect nothing else. Nonetheless, be truthful with me or not. Shit, woman. But I don't trust you 100%, woman. We all have urges and desires. You know, I mean, we're with each other. We love each other, emotionally, sexually, This is a good deal. This works out good. But ultimately, I do not trust you. Because you're you. You could break. You could malfunction. You could go rogue. I can't control your thoughts. You're your own person. Anyway. Speaking generally, of course. But. Shit. Ooh. Went to the chiropractor the other day. There were 7 people in there, and they were all looking down at their phones. That's happened before, like at airports in the past when I've had to fly. Instead of 7 people, it's pretty much everybody. Adults playing kid games like Candyland or Farm World. I think that came and went. They don't really do that anymore, but this one dude had a Dallas Cowboys shirt and hat. And it's not, football season don't start till fall, right? So I thought, what a fucking fag. And then his phone rings. And this is what I hear. Before he answers it. Now, I'm not a sports fan, but I recognize that as the announcer dudes. They have 4 guys, they're all former football players, so they're these big beefcake guys, And they do the pregame, they do the pregame show, and then the announcers, I'm not sure if they're the announcers, and then they have the halftime, and then they have the pre-after game show and the after game show and the after game closeout, and all that stuff. And, they probably still do that because I don't watch sports. If I did, it would be football just due to the complexity of it, the different types of players and what they got to do, Because most other sports like hockey, basketball, baseball, it's like everybody can play everybody else's position. And baseball, I just, no. So football, it's like you got these big guys, you got the linemen, linebackers, quarterback, this, that, and the other. And they all kind of have specific roles and everything has to come together, So if I was to calmly and collectively, watch a football game, crack open a a brew or two, maybe, eat some chicken wings or whatever, and actually like make an event out of it, calmly, quietly, in my own clothes, not dressed up as my favorite player, you know, just calmly watch the game. It would be football. But you probably recognize that sound as well, and I thought, what a fucking fag. Oh, man. Yeah. But fortunately for you, Kaydeebug, I don't like sports. You probably do, huh? Your fatbag friend, if she were to let her hair grow down, over her face, that would be a good look for her. So, or maybe she could paint her face to match her hair. Or just whatever, color she's, like she could carry a bunch of colors with her, and just whatever color she was standing in front of, she could paint her face the same color. So if she was standing in front of a wall, she could paint her face white. She was like up in the mountains. Why would she be up in the mountains? Hiking, perhaps. Hey, yeah. Okay, let's say she was at a park, and there's like green grass. She could paint her face green, that way people can't really see her. They would just see this mass, her clothes, but at least they wouldn't have to see her face. So, anyway, I'm just saying. Yeah. She lives up there in Chicago too, huh? Wow. What does she do for a living? Does she work in the city, like at an office building, in the cafeteria? Because that's how those office buildings work, They're kind of neat, They have like cafeterias and stuff. Same thing like with college towns. They have little cafes and diners, and they call them trendy shit, like kitchens and eateries and stuff. I've never been to any of them, but I suppose next time I'm up there, I won't have to be up there for much. Well, I could swing by and just make a trip. So. It's a college town, and their college is in session. So what do you like to do for fun? Kaydeebug? Katie Buns? Damn it. What do you like to do for fun, Katie Buns? Again, when I use the word buns, I mean literal buns, okay? Butt cheeks, butt crack, and that crease where ass meets thigh. Humans, it's just like, yeah, there it is, and then, fart on my face, just humans, just, you know what I mean? It's just such a bunch of fucking fags. And I'm not talking about the gays, they get a pass because they're gay. But if you're not gay, and you want to have a fucking thing to do with that, well, you a fag. These two, they're homosexuals. Oh, yeah, I think it's disgusting, but I'm not going to judge them for it. I mean, I will silently, like we all do, Like if you had gay friends, a Kaydeebug, I mean, like I wouldn't be rude or anything. I wouldn't talk about them behind their back like a coward or anything. So, fucking rope suckers, I wouldn't talk like that because that's mean. Nobody likes mean people, It's like an extension. Well, no. Mean people are mean because they're mean. They're not insecure. They're just fucking assholes. You know, that's just the way it is. They're not projecting. They're just fucking assholes. So, I'm sure that's all I'll ever be to you. Anyway, my sister's in that camp. She's got some gay friends and whatnot, so I would never talk that shit. And then if you're the degenerate type, well, that's its own deal. That's you just being a dumbass. You want to walk down Main Street, you know, with your cock and balls flopping out, and 5 horsepower, you know, Briggs and Stratton gasoline operated dildo. Well, that changes the game. That has nothing to do with you being a KY. That's you being a fucking idiot. But and guys, you know, they're hornier than girls, you know. So as far as the gay community, you know. Plus they're dudes, you know, so they're like, you know, it's the village people versus just 2 sweet little lesbians, you know. This is my wife, Jen. This is my wife, Jane. You know, it's like, yeah, versus, yeah, Ben, Brian. You know, they're both wearing business suits or whatever. Anyway. See, like right now, I'm just laying here, right? And I'm just like, yeah, it's like 10:30. I'm like, I should probably start my day. But if you were in the bed next to me, I'd wake up and I'd be like, all right, I better get my ass in gear. I don't want my wife to think I'm lazy. I mean, I'll sleep in every now and then, you know, and I'll cuddle up with you and maybe we'll have us a quick fucky fuck. Love making session. Maybe I'll just, you know, press my face against yours and we'll just breathe on each other for a bit. You know, plant a tender little kiss like on the corner of your mouth, you know. Like all crooked and shit, like on purpose, you know. So, and I'll do kind of weird shit too, you know, like before I get up, you know, so we'll just sort of breathe on each other for a bit, you know, like forehead to forehead, face to face, cheek to cheek, nose to nose, sort of a thing, whatever, just very close and sensual and intimate. And then before I get up out of bed, I'll real quickly just like pat your head, you know, kind of like, just real quick, you know, just weird shit that, you know, you just sort of wouldn't expect, you know. And, you know, if it's accessible, there's your ass cheek, you know, real quickly, like with, it needs to be, when I say accessible, I don't mean like I'd throw the cover off or anything, but if it happens to be like a warm day, warm morning or whatever, and you're just sort of, you know, one day I'll do the head pat thing, you know, just because that's weird. Not like super like aggressive or anything, but just, you know, just little things that are different, you know. Maybe pinch your nose, you know, or something real quick, you know. Just a quick, you know, the head pat thing, whatever. And then maybe be like kind of a jerk, be like, man, that was kind of echoey, you know, or whatever. But like I said, if you're laying there and you just sort of have your leg over, but not too much, so your ass cheek is kind of cheeked up, you know what I'm saying? I'll give a quick whop, you know, before I roll over and get out of bed and start my day, you know, and Holy shit, I'm gonna be a machine with you, girl. Because you're gonna be like my motivations to do that. Machine, that has nothing to do with the Gweed. I've called him the machine before. But, oh shit. How you like that? Man, it's just the way it's gonna be. It's weird. You know, like right now, I'm like, well, it's getting warm, springtime. I got shed doors on my shed. Hey, yeah, okay. That's true. That's true. But still, it's like I've lived in this house for a long time, and it's just been excuse after excuse after excuse, pushing things out, back, whatever, But with you in my life as my pretty, pretty wife, damn. I'll be like my future bestie Cool Breeze. I'll be looking for shit to do. Again, it must be fate because, like I said, I've kind of joked about that. I'm everything he despises, lazy, with a little bit more lazy sprinkled on top. And it's like I'm capable. It's just I'm lazy, So, yeah. Like he really hates lazy people, like a lot. So I think that's funny, like, oh, boo, I'm a lazy piece of shit. You want to go fishing this weekend still, or you're too busy hating on me because I'm lazy, Go ahead, give me all the shit in the world, I'm what's the word, impervious to that? Shit, I'll flip it and dish it right back, Yeah, just been laying around, living a life of leisure and luxury. Yeah, sometimes I don't know what to do with myself, It's like, gosh, maybe I should do something, but it's like I don't really have to, Just surrounded by, comfort and easiness and, just like, just play the game, Go ahead and lay it on thick and I'll lay it right back. But anyway, but no, it'll be like just the opposite, And like I said, we'll be doing like projects and stuff like, oh, I built I ordered a kit, so all the wood and stuff is all like pre-cut and whatnot. Or you could just go buy the lumber, whatever is cheaper. I'm not sure. But, a tough shed, for like the garden tools and the lawn mowing tools, because I'd like a garden just to have like basic stuff, stuff that is hardy, that grows well in Colorado, like asparagus, zucchini, squash, corn, stuff like that. Probably do the tomato thing, but that'll be like, I don't know. I hear tomatoes are hard to grow. That would be like more your department for some reason. You could like have this hydroponic thing going on the deck or some shit like that. The birds will get them. So, and I'm planning on having the whole thing enclosed. As far as going down, digging underneath, like a chicken, you want chicken coop, you got to dig that down so the predators don't dig underneath and get them, because they will. Anyway, oh, sweet Kaydeebug. Oh. So, and then there's the logistics of things, you live in Illinois. Your sister and your nieces, live up there. I'm assuming probably your parents do. You want to just do the hookup thing at first? Because that's when you're going to fall for me, Because I'll just sort of go along to get along, like, oh, okay, cool, Kaydeebug's, coming over this weekend. She's staying, And I'm not trying to sound like a jerk or arrogant or anything, but you're the one who's going to fall for me, and you will fall for me. I guarantee that. Not just because how I'm going to treat you with just the right amount of lovey-dovey, but I'm not going to like love bomb you or anything like that. It'll be just the right. I'm going to The way that I'm going to treat you is going to expedite the process of you falling in love with me and how I interact with you and all that good stuff. And like I said, I'm kind of different, you know what I mean? Just the little things. See, that was kind of playful and almost kind of immature and childish, but, you know, I kind of liked it. You know, a lot of ass slapping. So, and not just like super hard shit so I get the bounce, but I want the sound, you know what I mean? Gotta get that whop, you know, so. You know, with your pants on, if you don't, you know, otherwise it'll be a, you know, skin on skin slap, but, you know, that crisp, what have you, but, which is fine, and you can still get the whop, but, a lot of whopping. We'll be doing a lot of whopping going on with, anyway, I'm up here at 26 minutes, so, yeah. And tell your friend, the one with the fucked up hair that you ruined, I said, hey there, girl. What you doing? My face feels much better now that you got that splinter out of my face. So, anyway, you're just so excruciatingly pretty. Make me feel like a schoolboy and weak at the knees.